Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back, family, athletes, and community. Wow. My name is Joe, aka Joe the Wellness Curator, and this is the Obsidian Mindset Podcast, episode 34. Whoa, it's been a minute, literally, and introducing Obsidian Insights. So let's jump right back into it with our quotes and affirmations. So, as y'all know, or maybe not, because you're new here, but one thing that we like to start off with at Obsidian Mindset is our quotes and affirmations. So, that's just how you get your start. That's how you start your day off right. Personally, that's what I do. I like to start off with a meditation or a quote or affirmation. And like I stated before, it's really like setting the tone, setting the vibe, setting that foundation. To me, usually whatever I start or state in the morning, that's usually what will come out throughout the day. Or I usually will need that quote or affirmation somehow, some way throughout the day. So let's jump right into it. So the affirmation for today is, my goal is to not only survive, but it's to thrive. One more time. My goal is to not only survive, but it's to thrive. One last time. My goal is to not only survive, but it's to thrive. And you know what, friend? You deserve that. We all do. But I will also say that if today all you have in you is to survive, that is okay too. There's always tomorrow. All right, so now that we're grounded, we're feeling good. First and foremost, let's talk about hearing my voice back on this channel again. Like, we are back for another season, I guess we can call that. But I'm just really excited to be back. I'm not gonna lie, a brother's been burnt out. And I feel like I lost the plot a bit. I had to go take some time to just be with myself, fill my cup back up, be with family and friends, be with my dog, get back into my wellness journey a little bit. Well, I don't want to say get back into it, but just being a little bit more intentional. We spoke in the previous episodes. If you have a vision or purpose that isn't clear, external factors will have the ability to mold it for you, or you'll be susceptible to distractions and persuasion. And it's when you have that strong alignment with your core values that the sails are up, the wind is blowing dutifully, and the map is clear, right? So, I feel like recently I've been in my journaling bag, been in therapy, things have been good. Well, I want to say things have been good, but things have been clear and I've been very intentional. And I think I found the map. So with that, we're back at it, baby. So in the last episode of Obsidian, no, I'm just kidding. So I feel like I need to do a quick recap over the last few months for both myself and Obsidian. It's not lost on me that the last episode was literally a year ago. And it was also about me taking breaks and giving myself grace. So as I talk about that, I'm also going to take the advice of my last episode. Okay, so boom. Since the last episode, and this is also, I don't want to say groundbreaking, but this is very different for me because I am very, one practice that I've learned to do over these last few months is to give myself flowers, both literally and figuratively. So literally, I have been follow me. I'm gonna come back. I know I've just been talking about what's on the last season of Obsidian, but I've been giving myself flowers, and it's an amazing gesture. It makes my room feel great. My vibe, the energy feels amazing. But also with the flowers, I've been giving myself my own flowers, like more metaphorically, and it is something I don't do enough. I don't give myself props. I don't give myself the accolades and the achievements that I want and I deserve, especially since I work hard for them. I think I've talked about it in past episodes where like I have a very to-do list mentality. There's just a lot of things that I have to do or want to do or want to accomplish in my life. And, I've learned I'm very good at putting the blinders on and just getting things done. But as I've also said in previous episodes, it is important to kind of reflect on what you've done and think about the things that you're wanting to do in the more short term and long term, because those are lessons, as well as they can provide you some fuel for when you do feel burnt out, or when you do feel like taking a break, or when you do have something that comes your way that kind of distracts you and that's not aligned with what your actual core values are. So Now getting back to the to the task at hand, I'm gonna give myself my flowers a little bit right now and let y'all know what I've been up to. So since the last episode, I've got recertified as a personal trainer. Cue the sounds. I've also auditioned for and became a group fitness instructor at Sweat DC, which is a poppin' group fitness gym in DC. About to open up fourth location. It's an amazing environment to be in, to take the class and to teach in front of the class. And it's also Black owned and LGBTQ owned. So shout out to my Sweat family. Shout out to my FAFO ladies. You'll be hearing more from them on this mic, hopefully in the next few months. Cue the celebration music. I'm not going to say that every time. So Obsidian members have also completed 7 races, including DC Half Marathon, Brooklyn Half Marathon, and the Paris Marathon. Fire. Obsidian has also put on a number of events, both virtual and in person, as well as having a weekly meetup called Boat Tuesdays, aka Baddies on a Track. That's the crew members. Shout out to y'all. We go to a track and we run. And what I like to say is that this is not about being a runner. I know the running track, I want to say fad, but it's all over social media now. But one thing that I want to stress about this is like, you don't need to consider yourself a runner to do it. You just got to do it, right? That's the one thing I always say. Just come ready to be determined, come to push yourself, and then see what happens. If you don't like it, then you'll find another way to support Obsidian, and we'll find another way to support you. But try it out. It's fun, and we have some fun folks. Anyway, that's a pitch. Obsidian has also started a newsletter called Obsidian Insights, which I'm also excited about. Shout outs to Evan, the editor-in-chief, as well as Nimbus and Kayla and all the other contributors, but we'll talk about that in a little minute. But with all that said, and that's not even everything, but that has been a year. So basically it's been a minute, and I'm recently realizing how much I miss doing this. Let's get back to that. This is where I found joy. This is where I found community. This is where I found a form of journaling to me. This is where I think about talking through my thoughts and creating community, as I said. This is where I got to research more. Sometimes I don't like always researching things unless I have like a task at hand. I literally said I was a to-do list guy. So this gave me a purpose for like researching new things and trends, seeing what folks are saying and thinking about wellness and fitness, seeing where people feel that the industry is lacking, and also where, giving this props where they see things are going really well. And lastly, I love one thing I've discussed in this podcast before is just the importance of creativity for me now. And it wasn't something that I always understood before or I really tapped into. But recently I realized when I'm not creative, when I'm not at my full potential creatively, then I do feel lost, or I do feel like I am not giving 100% of myself. As someone that's an accountant, you don't usually hear the word creative and accountant in the same sentence. But I've learned over the years, whether that's photography, whether that's painting, whether that's, dancing, whether that's a podcast, whether that's writing, whether that's creating a nonfiction or a fiction novel, which, if you don't know, I'm actually doing one of those too, but we'll save that for later. I just really enjoyed finding what creativity means to me and playing around with it. And, that's literally the Obsidian way. Playing around with things, experimenting, and seeing what it works. And if it doesn't work, we don't do it again. Period. So yeah, I'm just really excited to be back. We'll see what this looks like. Now, it might look different than what it used to. I'm still trying to figure out the cadence, but you can expect me to put out something, even if it's like a short meditation for 5 minutes. I do have some new things I want to discuss. I have some new people I want to bring on. So, it was just time to bring it back. So, like I was alluding to, in addition to Obsidian Mindset, there's also, as I noted, Obsidian Insights. Now, if this was like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like the MCU, Obsidian Mindset would live within the Obsidian Insights universe. You know what? I don't even know where I was going with that analogy. But anyway, Obsidian Insights is a weekly newsletter that talks about the different dimensions of Obsidian. And we talk about different wellness conversations, basically the things that we talk about on this podcast, but in written form. So far we've had discussions about searching for your third place, and also pride and wellness. Shout outs to the girls, the gays, the theys, and everyone in between. This month, since it's August, we're also talking about generational health and our legacy in wellness, especially for the Black community. Since August is both National Wellness Month and National Black Business Month. So, for Obsidian Insights as well as Obsidian Mindset, our goal is to continue to make this better and to give you what you want and what you want to learn about and what things that you want to see and experience. So let us know what you want to hear or what you want to write about or you want us to write about, and we'll try to make it happen. So with that, I'm going to go back to talking about Obsidian Insights a little bit more. My goal is to, going forward, record some articles. So you're going to be hearing that on the podcast feed as well. I might go back because we've been doing insights for about 4 months. So I might go back and just do some random ones. You might hear it in my voice. You might hear it from the original contributor. You might hear it from a sexy AI voice. We'll see. I can't make promises. But right now I'm trying to honor myself, honor my time and my energy, not overcommit, which are things that I have been known to do, and just see where it goes. So with that said, honestly, that's it. I am easing myself into this again, making this short and sweet. It's like when you haven't gone to the gym in a while, or you haven't worked out in a while, or you haven't done whatever your craft or your thing is in a while. You can't expect yourself to just jump back into it and perform at the same capacity and ability that you did before, right? You do have to gradually ease yourself into it, because if you don't, you can either get burnt out or hurt, or you can just be disappointed because you put yourself at such a high expectation and you're not going to live up to it. So why not just ease ourselves in and be very casual and realistic? And that's the path I choose today. To give myself grace as I get back on the bike. So with that, thank you for sticking with me. Also, shout outs to my mom, because I know she's one of the 10 folks listening. No, I'm just kidding. No, but she is. I know she is. She's going to text me right as soon as this airs, and she's going to ask me about it, because she's been asking me about when's my next episode for like a year. And I appreciate you for that. And of course, my dad and my sister are going to be supporting and listening as well. So shout outs to y'all as well. Okay, enough shout outs for today. Y'all, this has been an amazing episode. Feel free to, if you have any questions, feedback, comments, or anything you want to hear from me, email me at joe@definedbyobsidian.com. DM us on our IG. So that's my personal IG, which is Joe the Wellness Curator, Obsidian Mindset, or Obsidian Wellness Club. Also, you might have some dope events coming up, so make sure you're following us on IG, Eventbrite, or the Meetup app. And again, I appreciate all of you. Oh, I'm so excited. I appreciate all of you. And as we like to say, thank you for picking you today. All right, y'all. Bye.